All right, let's go over the code that makes this activity work.
This video is brought to you by OppiePie's Academy.
First, we have two imports, the URL library2 import, and then we have a different type of import. You probably haven't seen this before, but essentially we're just importing part of the module here by saying from xml.eTree, just import the element tree module. So we import element tree, and we'll use that later on in the program. Next, we set the URL to a string, and this is the location of Irish Rails API. This gets current trains in the XML format. Now, you may find more complex APIs out there that also require data sent to the API itself. This is essentially the simplest form. We then get the data by calling URL library2.urlopen and giving that the URL. This creates the socket and does a lot of work behind the scenes to contact the URL and get the actual data. And as a test, we printed out the object here. We then parsed what is returned from the URL, which is stored in the variable s, and we made that into an element tree, a tree of the essential elements, which looks a lot like this in memory. Once we have our tree, we then can get the root node, which is right here, this array of object train positions. That's the root node. Then we loop through using a for in loop. We say for each child in the root, these are the children, we're going to get the following data. We're going to get the train number, which is child3.text. So child 0, child 1, child 2, and child 3, and that gave us A506, the train number. Direction is child 6, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 is direction. So you can see how we accessed each piece of data as we looped through the children and then printed out the result for each one of these. So there you go. You've got your program that contacts the Irish Rail API, parses the element tree, and gives us the results that we can go ahead and access through the parent-child relationships here in the XML.